In the kingdom of Numberland, heavy metal is the ultimate proving ground. For 15 years, a sextuplet group known as Löded Eyeron has dominated that arena with an iron grip. They've claimed 9 consecutive golden trophies at the official Battle of the Bands, amassing a cultural footprint so massive they operate as a sovereign entity within the kingdom. Their influence is visible here, in the layout for their dedicated theme park, Ironland. With entire attractions built around their specific discography and branding, they reached a level of fame that transformed their music into a physical territory. Now, Numberland is preparing for the landmark 10th Battle of the Bands tournament. A 10th consecutive trophy would cement Löded Eyeron as immortal figures in the royal record books. However, a single loss would dismantle a dynasty that has stood for a decade. Standing between the band and that 10th trophy is the Undead Canine Alliance, a massive, expanding pack of zombie dogs bred to weaponize high-decibel sound. The pack recently recruited specialized breeds to maximize their acoustic assault. Zombie Great Danes generate low-end vibrations that register on seismographs, while Bull Terriers act as front-row mosh enforcers, and Greyhounds maintain hyper-speed percussive rhythms. This chart compares the Alliance's output to a stand human mock grip. The dogs operate at a physical scale that makes human competition look fragile, especially in terms of seismic subnace and lightning-fast BPMs. Löded Eyeron began calibrating their sound walls for the heaviest sonic battle in the kingdom's history, unaware that the actual threat wouldn't come from their rivals, but from an unbelievable streak of bad luck. The disasters began during the round of 32 rehearsals. While navigating complex, multilingual lyrics, band members Alex and Steve both lost their composure on the microphone, accidentally broadcasting the explicit S word through the arena's main PA system. In a kingdom that demands absolute vocal discipline, the crowd's reaction was immediate and hostile. The performance was cut short as King 48 III issued a formal decree from the palace balcony. The king's ultimatum was absolute. One more profanity slip would trigger an immediate kingdom-wide ban, the forfeiture of their 9 previous trophies, and permanent exile back to the Big Mine. A state of linguistic terror took hold of the band. To avoid a single vocal error, they canceled their shows and spent hours burying their set lists under thick layers of black ink, redacting any word that could potentially be misspoken as a curse. The psychological pressure of maintaining total verbal perfection nearly broke the group's spirit before they even stepped onto the tournament stage. Then, the tournament came to a standstill. Band member 5 passed away following a private battle with abdomen cancer, leading the kingdom into a national period of mourning that silenced the arena lights. When the band attempted a comeback at a new stadium, nature intervened. A high-category tornado moved directly toward the venue, forcing the performers and thousands of fans into emergency subterranean vaults. The medical crisis intensified when Alex was diagnosed with cancer, forcing him into immediate treatment. In a desperate move to keep the roster active, his twin sister Clark stepped in to perform the band's most linguistically demanding tracks. Even with a new vocalist, a bizarre physiological event halted rehearsals. Every member of the band began suffering from severe epistaxis, an outbreak of simultaneous massive nosebleeds. The extreme low-frequency waves from the subwoofers weakened the vessels in the nasal lining, while the new stadium's dry air caused them to rupture. The band was physically unable to hold a microphone without medical risk. The final administrative blow arrived with the death of Queen Macarena IV. Her extended state funeral resulted in the total cancellation of both the quarterfinal and semifinal rounds. Löded Eyeron had survived weather disasters, terminal illness, and royal mourning. Now they were headed straight into a bypassed grand finale with no recent practice and their reputation on the line. Because the brackets were wiped clean, Löded Eyeron advanced directly to the final match to face the Undead Canine Alliance. As Joey took the mic to perform Static Station, the stakes were higher than they had ever been. The band was one slip of the tongue or one burst blood vessel away from losing everything they had built over 15 years. The performance was 100% clean. Every complex lyric was delivered with total accuracy, and the rhythm section held firm against the dog's sonic pressure. The set concluded with a thunderous standing ovation that rattled the arena rafters. This flawless display under pressure secured their unprecedented 10th golden trophy, a milestone that effectively ended the debate over their dominance in Numberland. Following their victory, the band launched the Iron Overload World Tour, taking their heavy metal production across 4 continents. They kicked off the tour in the UAE, filling the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai, and performing with the same vocal precision that won them the tournament. In Egypt, they set up their stage before the pyramids of Giza, blasting heavy metal subwoofers for 50,000 fans gathered along the Nile. Their conquest of America culminated in a sold-out show at Madison Square Garden. A healthy and energized Alex returned to the stage, delivering a 10-minute drum solo that earned a 15-minute ovation. The tour concluded in Numberland, where King 48 III personally led a victory parade through all 27 districts to welcome the champions home. After surviving a stadium-level tornado, the death of a teammate, and their own physical breakdowns, the band returned to the Big Mine not just as musicians, but as an institution that the kingdom's luck simply couldn't break.